How is your morning going so far?
Yes, my morning is going well because today I'm going to connect with great personalities today. So obvious things, it's going to be nice.
So how is your practice going on?
Yeah, my practice is going as usual, you can say. Nowadays, we have been suffering through Skype, I mean, close mate, I would say, but it's okay. We can connect with somebody as audio chat. Somehow I manage.
I can understand. You know what? I am also facing such a problem just because of to this. Because Skype just we cannot do that. This is not our hand. Okay, so I think we need an introduction or not because I know very well about you. I have to introduce myself or not. What you say?
Of course, yeah, we can start with the introduction, right?
Hmm. So please tell me about yourself. Little bit you can.
Of course, of course. So this is Chandan here. I live in Bihar state, and professionally, I'm a teacher. If I talk about my hobbies, I love to talk to new people and traveling different places. It is a part of my hobbies. That's all.
Hmm. Okay, so as you know that my name is Mansi. I basically belong to Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur. If I talk about my qualification, I have done my master subject of English literature from Dayanand Niglo Mahavidyalaya, Kanpur University. Apart from this, I'm running my YouTube channel, name of English Dose 27. That's pretty much about me. I'm teaching as well. I recently started my online batch. That's all about me. Okay, so Chandan, you just tell me, as I just met you, I think we can say that before month ago. So
Mhm.
on the time you wasn't be able to speak a good English, but second time when I just met you, you speak a very fabulous way. We can say that with a confidence. And second thing is I noticed you were using a perfect vocabulary in your tone, in your modulation. Now I just want to notice you after that end. So of course, I really want to know about your secret. Please spill the beans about the secret.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. It
Yeah.
means a lot to me actually. I worked very hard, by having this fluency over this language. And it's obvious things you are going to put your efforts every single day over this language, so you are going to be mastered into it, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
what I personally consider and what I used to do at my beginnings to have better command over this language, I implemented multiple vocabulary in order to construct sentence
Mm-hmm.
situationally, and that was my attempt and efforts, you can say. I did, and today the
Okay.
result is there in front of you. Every people can do like me, okay, but the
Mm.
but the requirement is that to having the dedication and determination towards the many goals of your life or your targets, then you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, you're 101% right. If you are determined what you really want to do, so of course you will achieve exactly what you want to do. First thing is that I am noticing here the vocabulary, I think a bundle of. Okay, we are not able to use a perfect vocabulary in our conversation just because of two learning method. Yeah, we can say that recalling method. Because if I talk about myself, I have learned a lot of words for my competitive exam because I am a student of also at the competitive exam. So I have learned many words. But once I come to use these all of words in my conversation, I'm unable to use these all of words. So what is the logic behind?
Hmm. Actually, as far as my concern, having nervousness and having unknown fear about unexpected matters, I would say,
Hmm.
it's become the entirely, cause of, forgetting, and you're being feel helpless, not finding appropriate vocab that is very necessary to transform your statement according to the any topics. It happens usually with
Mm-hmm.
many creators and cool learners, I would say. So if you really want to add on, yeah, fixing new vocabulary in your conversation, so you have to keep yourself relaxed, very calm and composed, And
Mm-hmm.
this is the way you can recall out, you can implement out multiple vocabulary in your conversation, which I do personally, right? Whenever I talk to somebody, I my focus would be only on topic, and always I try to discover internally what is in my mind relevant of this topic, so that I can construct the
Mm-hmm.
sentence in a very suitable manner, so the people can detect all the meanings. That is very imperative to
Mm-hmm.
all to understand from my side. So I used to do, I always try to maintain my calmness, my relaxedness in all the conversation, and this is the way I can do this like others. And you can also do this if you apply these methods like me.
Yeah, of course, of course. So, what is the topic do you have today before start the session? Have you thought about any topic you are going to
Hmm.
discuss here?
Okay, so having mutual understanding how it impacts our day-to-day life. Um what do you think about
Can you repeat your question?
having mutual understanding? Which mean any
I think
two
mutual
person.
understanding, yeah, the two person, it's totally up to the person. What type
Hmm.
of person you are talking about? Suppose that if we're talking about our family member we know very well. Sometimes mutual understanding we cannot develop between our family members because if we talk about our parents, parents are
Hmm.
more supportive. Parents love to us. Okay, we if we make any mistake, so parents avoid it, so that's why we cannot discuss these things between our parents. But of course, if we're talking about the partners between a mutual understanding, so of course it should be. It should be. If you are ready to do any work, so your partner always going to be support to you. It should be supportive. And there's a lot of terms we can say that, lot of concern we can say that between a person to person and between to situation. Yeah, we can say that it's totally up to the person. I cannot discuss the only a mutual understanding between people.
Hmm.
I have to realize the relation between the person, the command between the person, then I can explain this things very carefully, and we can say that very manually way. What is your opinion, by the way?
Yes, you were right. Yeah, actually, as far as my knowledge about having mutual understanding between the couples, I would say, between any relations with any person, it would be quite mandatory to maintain your relation very long. Because if you really want to run
Hmm,
your relations with any person, so having mutual understanding, it would be help you to attach to each other, understanding without
mhm,
applicable any thoughts. It will help you to get, I mean, detecting the emotions and exact,
mhm,
by the expression you can detect here what is going on into her mind and their mind, right? So having mutual
hmm,
understanding, like your expression will define what you want exactly from them, from your companion, from your partners, I would say. And you can consider
mhm,
like this mutual understanding always being existence in mother and son, right? Mother and daughter, I would say.
hmm,
So
mhm.
mother always, perceive it without listening the statement of their sons, right? So having great
Yeah.
mutual understanding, it has a vital role in our day-to-day life to maintain all these relations with our relatives, with any persons who belonging to different countries and cities as well, right?
Hmm.
That's all.
Of course, you are right. But for the parents, yeah, we can say that mother and father, we can say that they are supportive, they are careful, they care us. So we cannot maintain the we can say mutual understanding between parents. Yeah, if we
Yes.
are learning, if we are earning, and if we can say that. Just give me a second.
Yeah, we can say
So
this is
yeah.
the one side
Hmm.
of mutual understanding from the mother side towards their son. Yes,
Hmm.
not both of side, I would say. You are
Yeah,
right.
of course. So
This.
yeah, of course. So is there
Hmm.
any other things, other question you want to discuss here?
Okay, so do you have any topic in your side? So do you want to throw out into this conversation?
Yeah, of course, but I have asked a lot of questions in starting. So I think now the ball is in your court. So of course you should ask it
Oh, okay, that's great. Okay,
because
let's
that
talk about.
video for the both channel. So of course, if I have completed my questions, of course you should ask it. Then it be more, we can say that engaging video.
Okay, so yeah, what do you think about having expectation towards anything? Is it very necessary for
Expectation.
the people to putting
No,
expectations towards anything, or it is an unnecessary
I think
necessary
mhm,
anxiety of the people, unconcern of the people? What is your take on?
that that is also touched to the person. Okay, what types of person in front of to you, and what types of expectation you are doing of the person. So I think expectation is word is wrong. You don't have to expect something to anyone, because once you expect to anything else from to anyone, and if that work is not going to be complete, that work that means what you expect you did not, you get nothing. So maybe on the time you get hurt. So of course, please don't do expectation to others, but the person in front of to you, it's we can say that it has a mutual understanding. He has a mutual understanding. He knows very well what I have to do, whose person are expecting with me, and this is very important. So of course, we can expect, we can, but if you know well, we are not able to expect to something and anything from to others. We have to do. We are capable. We can do whatever we want. So of course, expectation is nothing for to anyone. This is my personal
Hmm.
opinion.
Yeah, yeah, you. Of course,
Because
it's
once
a
you
great.
expect something, once you expect something, if that work is not going to be done, so of course you are going to, you are going to stuck on that time. You are going to just hurt on that time, and sometimes you feel what I do, because
Mm,
you don't have you won't be have nothing on that time, because you have already expected that work is going to be done by the someone. So you free from that, but after the situation, after the time, you realize that now I have nothing. I have wasted my all things because I expect more. So of course you can say that expectations do, but not depend to people. That is the
yes,
thing.
you are right, ma'am. Of course, you are right.
Yes, what is your opinion?
Okay, okay. Actually, yeah, what I personally consider expecting to somebody, that is mean you have, a skeptical feeling towards yourself. Like
Mm-hmm,
you do not consider about yourself, you are being sufficient into all aspect of your life. Okay?
mm-hmm,
That's the reason you are going to expect from other sides. Like the people will help me in such a complicated areas where I can solve my problem by the having support of them,
mm-hmm,
right? So expecting that is me are not that much sufficient in every field. So for that you have to make yourself proficient, sufficient, right,
mm-hmm,
and prominent in your life to be handle all the situation by your own. And for having such a you know courage, I would say, and daring towards any
mm-hmm,
matters, you have to develop your confidence level. You have to self superiorities, like you have to consider about yourself
mm-hmm,
you are a little superior into some aspect of life or any fact.
mm-hmm,
That will help you to raise your confidence level, and it will help you
mm-hmm.
to manifest your multiple ideas surrounding the people, so that you can elaborate confidently, and you can present yourself, yeah, I can do this. I don't need to having any support from other side. I'm being able to
Yeah,
do anything what we have expect from me and myself,
yeah,
right?
of course. We can expect with our parents, but not for all,
Yes,
because expectation always get hurt you. That I realize so much. That's why I tell about this. So don't do expectation. You can do, because you have the same things what you are expecting to others. You can do that all our works.
yes. Expecting, we can
Yeah.
consider it's our imagination, visualizations
Mm-hmm.
about unexpected things. There is no certainty it must be come to on certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
So having expectation, that is mean this is a imaginations of yours, at your present time. And by doing, imaginations about these rubbish things, you are going to spoil your present situation as well, right? So it's better
100% right.
you have to learn like how to be independent on self, not by others.
Hmm. Yes. So after covering the lot of questions, one question is in my mind. I want to ask
Yes.
here. What is your goal? What is your goal?
Okay. I just want to be a good teacher so that I can navigate
Okay.
multiple students
So
for
are you
entire life.
teaching, I think, somewhere? Are you teaching
Of
somewhere?
Yes, I'm
Are
a
you
teacher
teaching
in
any
primary
school?
school. Yes.
Okay, okay. So that is your goal. You want to become a teacher. So are you doing preparation of the government teacher? Yeah, simply private schools.
Not yet, not yet, because it's been a 2 year I have been working on. I have been working as a
Mm-hmm.
teacher in a primary school, and
Okay.
still I couldn't think about. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So are you giving tuitions as well?
Yes, yes, I'm providing home classes as well.
It's
But I just
offline or
want
online.
to.
You are teaching a perfect. You are teaching a subject. Yeah, we can say the all subject you are teaching.
No, I have to deal with multiple subjects.
Okay. You should have.
Yes.
I think you have idea about math as well. You know what? My math is very poor subject. I'm not good at
uh,
math.
yeah, it's a quite calculative, I would say. It's very difficult to burn your mind and intelligence in order to solve one problems of the students, I would
Mm-hmm.
say. Right. Somewhere I'm also stucking, right? I have to insist
Okay.
my mind to consider very, what I
So
say,
what is
easy
your
execution.
basic subject? What is your basic subject you are teaching at a school?
Basic subject, it is my basic, it is my English, English subject, it's my basic subject.
Okay. Hmm. So it's a
Yes.
literature, grammar,
Grammars.
grammar. Okay. So you must have idea about the rules and a lot of things. That's why
Yeah,
we can say that you are good at to using the words in the conversation
yeah,
because
you can say.
you implemented a lot. Because
Thank
once I
you.
connected in starting time, you wasn't be able to just frame the sentence, but now you have such a quality. You are able to understand such a beautiful construction of the vocabulary and the sentence as well. So it's keep interesting.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Because during that period of time, I had a multiple conversation with many tutor and many expert as well.
Mm-hmm.
So by
Yeah.
perceiving and acquiring more and more understanding about how to construct sentence in a well manner
Mm-hmm.
with the grammars, I got to
Hmm.
know a lot of things due to that reason, I would say.
Yeah, that's important as well because once you connect with someone, you immerse yourself during this conversation. Yeah, we can say that we are observing a lot what the people are speaking in front of to us. Sometimes it's very important, and for the auditory person this is very important. If I talk about myself, I am very auditory person. I can observe a lot by the we can say through the listening in the comparison of watching anything because my visualization is not so strong. You know what, I'm also very poor in the direction as well. So that's why I listen more and more. I try to listen more and more, and that's such a things give me a we can say that they play the effective role in my conversation, in my journey of speaking. They help me a lot to improve myself day by day. So
Of course.
Chandan, I think we should wrap up this session. We have done all. If you have any queries, of course you can.
Of course, I have one question suddenly comes in my mind.
Sure.
What do you think about having good observation? How it works in our day-to-day life?
Having a good
You know,
observation,
yes.
having a good observation, I think it's a very mind-blowing question. I want to give the answers of that. Um, it's a good thing. It's so this is also depend to the person if that person or auditory is strong. If I talk about myself, my auditory is very strong. I am good at observe a thing. If anyone just give me lot of if anyone speaks in front of to me, so I am very good at to observe. So of course, having a observing a things, you are capable to understand how to use the sentence, how to give the formation of the video stuck.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the things I'm saying. Um, we can
Yes.
observe if your auditory is strong, then of course we should try to observe a lot, and that really help you in any work, not only English but also whatever you want to do. That's help you a lot.
Yes, you're right. Having observation, it's very easy for you to highlight your opinions on any matters in a
Hmm.
very easy
Yeah.
manner. And spreading your opinions surrounding the people can detect easily from your sides. So, becoming proficient into any language learning, you have to extend your observations, and this is very mandatory and
Hmm.
imperative to the person. If I talk about my observations, so I love to watch web series. So in that web series, I have to observe a lot of things. I have to acquire the multiple, vocabulary. They're being used into their scenes, I would say. Some of time
Hmm.
by having the highlightations about the scenes, I have to detect what is the mean of them, right? Sometimes we have to take the help of our observation to clarify, yeah, this is the things, and I have to use this in that situation. So
Hmm.
that's a very important part you can consider for the individual's life to have better observation and I mean display out any opinions on any matter in a correct way.
Yeah. Okay,
That's all.
so can we wrap up this session?
Yes, yes, of course.
Yeah, of course, this is a very nice conversation with you. Thank you so much for connecting with me, and thank you so much for giving your precious time. Have a good day. Bye bye, take care.
Same here. Bye bye.
Okay.